morning children. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 6 of geography according to your CBSE syllabus of September month. So now I am going to explain you this chapter. Name of the chapter is motion of the earth. So now we will discuss about the motion of the earth. First point, the earth has two types of motion, namely rotation and revolution. So earth have two types of motion. First number is rotation and another is revolution. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis, days and night. Take place because of rotation. So rotation after completing 24 hours in a day, and that is added by days and night, that is called rotation. And in rotation earth move their body particularly in all the shapes, so that is called rotation. Next explanation, revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in the fixed orbit. Revolution causes the change of season. So revolution is the movement of the earth. Revolution is also the movement of earth around the sun in fixed orbit. So revolution should be in fixed orbit and earth is not changing its place. Revolution causes the change of season. So because of revolution only we are getting different types of season. Next explanation, the axis of the earth, which is an imaginary line, has an angle of 66 1/2 degree with its orbital plane. So earth, which is an imaginary line, so axis of the earth, that is a imaginary line, and that degree is, we can say that 66 1/2 degree with its orbital plane. Next explanation is the circle that divides the earth from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. The circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. The day and night which divided the globe is called illumination. Next topic is revolution. Now we will discuss about revolution. Point number 1. The second motion of the earth around the sun in its orbit is called revolution. Point number 3. It takes 365 days and 6 hours 1 year to revolve around the sun. As we don't know that in 1 year it should be 365 days, but when it's leap year 3 hours are added, and after every 4 years it should be 366 days because of these 6 hours. Next point, we consider a year as consisting of 365 days and ignore 6 hours for the sake of convenience. So I already told you that in every year we are getting 365 days, but when it will be after 4 years it should be 6 hours added, and we are not adding only 6 hours, so we are adding here 1 day. Point number 4. 6 hours saved every year are likely to make 1 day 24 hours over a span of 4 years. So in every year we are adding 6 hours, and after 4 years it is completing 24 hours. So we are getting 366 days. Next point is the surplus day is added to the month of February. So you already know that in every year we are getting February of 28 days. So in leap year it was called surplus, and we are adding one day, and it should be in the time of leap year it should be 29 days. Next point, every fourth year February is of 29 days instead of 28 days. This with 366 is called a leap year. I already told you for the reason of 366 days. Now come to next point. The earth goes around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Elliptical means revolve like oval shape. So the earth goes around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Next point is point number 8. The nights are longer than the days. In winter season, the position of the earth is called as summer solstice. So in every winter season, then the nights are longer than the days. So next point is point number 9. On 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn gets rays of the sun as the South Pole tilts toward it. It is summer in southern hemisphere and winter in northern hemisphere, and winter in this is called winter solstice. So on 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn gets rays of the sun as the South Pole tilts toward it. It is summer in southern hemisphere and winter in northern hemisphere. This is called winter solstice. So in this point, this is about the 22nd December. The Tropic of Capricorn gets rays of the sun as the South Pole. So this area is getting more sun rays in comparison to it is summer in southern hemisphere and winter in northern hemisphere. This is called winter solstice. So because of this only this winter solstice is going on in these areas like in southern area and northern area. So next point is last point of this chapter is on 21st March and 23rd September, direct rays of the sun fall directly on the equator. During this period, the whole earth experiences equal days and equal night. This is called an uninox. So in uninox, what we are getting when day and night are equal. For example, 20th March and 22nd September. This is because of direct rays of the sun fall directly on the equator. This is because of the sun rays directly went to this equator. So because of that only we are getting equal day and equal night on the on 20th March and 22nd September. So children, here your chapter number 3 of geography is completed. So for any doubt you can text me below. Thank you. Have a nice day.